Diving straight into this Conquest map, you need to follow this exact path. Now, you don't need to steal fans, I already checked that for you. We're gonna go and circle in the Rangers, we're gonna go circle in the Reds, and we are going to get as close as possible to the Milwaukee Brewers. After that, I know where the Rangers attack first, it's going to be their left-hand side, we're gonna put 3 million there. I know where the Reds attack first, it's going to be upper left, and then with the rest we are going to continue taking as many open territories as we possibly can. Granted, it's not going to be a lot, but it will do. The Milwaukee Brewers attacked there first, but I'm not convinced that that is where they attack first every single time. That may be the case, but I'm not convinced just yet. By placing these blockers, it prevents the Texas Rangers and the Cincinnati Reds from interrupting your original path. We're going to take as many open territories as we possibly can while keeping an eye out for what the Milwaukee Brewers do. Because the Reds have already attacked, we are free to move these 3 million fans from that territory until we get back to the reinforce phase. Now, if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, notification bell, links are inside the description. I might have said it already once, I could have easily forgotten, and that's why I'm saying it again. So I don't really want to go up towards the Giants just yet because I don't feel like I have the proper reinforcements to simulate right now, and there are too many open territories for me to pass up on. So we are going to continue on moving forward to any open territory that we can possibly get. We're most likely going to be able to take 2 of these, and then with the 3 million, since I've said before the Reds have already attacked, we can continue on taking the open territories near the hexagon. We're gonna reinforce with just a simple 1 right here. We're going to reinforce with a simple 4 here. So 4, 2 should be what you're looking at, and then with the rest we are going to start making our way down to the Cubs and up towards the Seattle Mariners as best as we possibly can. Do not forget to reinforce this with 3 million fans, and I'm going to keep an eye out so I could see when it is or what it is that the Brewers end up attacking. So actually that spot that they had attacked us originally at, that is where they go. And the Cubs, they took a very weird route there that prevented us from moving forward on them, but that is fine. With 4 million fans, I expected to grab a couple more territories, but that's also fine. We're not stressed at all. We're probably going to move this 2 million territory here whenever we reinforce in order to help us destroy that team. And let's finish off the right side first, since we're already on the right side, right? So they have 2 million there. I'm going to put 5. 5 should be good enough. Actually, let's put 7, and then the rest, let's go ahead and take care. Actually, this is what I wanted to show you guys, as I've shown you guys previously. As you can see, this Brewers 2 knocks off our path, meaning it cuts it off, so we can't reinforce anything that is not connected to our stronghold. So we're definitely gonna have to retake that. So with the rest of the reinforcements, due to that mistake of mine, you're gonna have to reinforce here. But highly suggest, if you're watching this, reinforce 3 million fans here ASAP, or else you might end up wasting a turn like I am about to. But wasting the turn, it's not too bad after all. It's probably just like an extra 30 seconds depending on how simulations go. Now if your simulations suck and you lose that one as well, then I'm sorry. That is completely my fault. I take full accountability for it. We're gonna reinforce right here. We're not gonna attack with the 3 million. Don't feel like there's any need to put ourselves at a risk. And like I said previously, we're gonna keep the 3 million over there as well. We're gonna reinforce this territory as it will be our new leading territory. We're gonna leave 2 million reinforcements remaining next to the Brewers, and with the 16 million, we're gonna go up towards the Giants and up towards the Padres. As you guys have seen, the Rangers we're able to beat our simulation of 3 and bring it all the way down to 1. So that's going to be the only annoying part. With 3 million fans, do I want to continue going up towards the Padres? Probably not. Probably not the smartest thing to do. I believe the Giants attacked here first, so we'll put 3 million there. We'll reinforce these guys back up to 3 mil. And the Cubs are getting ready to attack our 1 mils, but let's hope we get lucky, right? We're going to reinforce everything else there. We don't need to move any fans. So let's skip to attack, and let's see if the Giants do attack that territory from us. So yes, that is where the Giants always attack. The blocker was placed correctly there. We're going to see eventually where the Brewers always attack. Did I misplace the blocker for the Rangers? I think I did. Right? Yeah, I did. I placed it on the top left. It should be directly across to their left. That's my mistake, and this is going to be scary. Never mind. It worked out for us. The Cubs are moving up on us. It's time to skip Steel Fans phase, and it's time to go after the Diamondbacks, and then we're going to go after the Rockies. Actually, we can probably hit the Dodgers here too. Do I want to reinforce everything there? Probably not. Make sure this stays at 3. Make sure this stays at 3. We don't care about the 2 million fans from the Seattle Mariners. Instead, we are going to reinforce this territory. And because we don't know where the Padres attack first, we are going to leave 3 million fans there. So if they attack us there, we were just extremely blessed to know exactly where just by guessing. And yes, they did attack us there first. So we were blessed to leave that territory there. That is going to be the blocker for the San Diego Padres. You're going to go... I don't know if you want to attack with 7 million, a 3 million territory. The chances are not high, so we're just going to leave this as it is since they can't reinforce it. And then make sure that everything still has 3 million. Padres needs to be 3 million. The Giants needs to be 3 million. And then we're going to reinforce everything here. I don't know where the Dodgers actually open up their attack. We're going to find out where the Diamondbacks do though, for sure. As the screenshot I have did not provide that. Show me the Diamondbacks. Mariners are still losing to us. They're still trying to overtake that. Okay, Diamondbacks is directly behind us. So Diamondbacks is their top right. Dodgers is probably top left too, right? I would assume so. So we're going to leave 4 million fans wherever, whenever we go and move fans. So skip the Steel Fans phase, skip to reinforce one more time, put 3 million here, right? We got 3 million everywhere else. Yes, we do. And now it's time to take the Rockies. Probably going to reinforce this territory right here. It's easier for us to move down. And like I said, you want to leave 4 million at the Dodgers spot. So make sure it says 3 reinforcements remaining. With that, it's time for us to get the Rockies. Ooh, the Dodgers attacked us with a 5 million. So Dodgers is actually directly to their left. That 5 million might do some real big damage to us, actually. Oh, never mind. We were able to beat it. That was an extremely lucky simulation. Don't put yourself through that. Instead, put the blocker instantly to the left right there. Instantly to the left. Don't even risk it, man. That was crazy. Because if that 5 million would have beaten our 1 million, we would have been in a world of pain. With 2 million, it's no real point. I think 10 million is going to be enough to feel safe there. Next to the Rockies, do we need to reinforce anywhere else? No, but we do need to start taking care of the Cubs. So our next reinforcement is going to be this 13 million territory, or this 1 million territory directly in the middle. We don't need to move any fans, so we're going to skip to attack. Attack the bottom right. Then the Rockies. This is where the blocker is supposed to go, but they decided to attack us up here. It's not going to be a problem. Don't be too bothered by it. I don't want to get next to both 5 millions. With 9 million fans, we should be able to beat 5 million. At least we dropped it down to 1, right? You got to look at the positives in life sometimes. We're gonna put 4 mil here, 5 mil just to be safe. Everything else is gonna go directly towards the Cubs. The Reds actually beat out our territory, so that must have been something we didn't pay attention to originally. We're gonna put 7 million here as well, so that's gonna be painful. We're gonna reinforce everything else there. With the 7 mil, we're gonna leave 2 million, and we're gonna move everything else to this 10 million territory. With 14 mil, I feel a lot safer. I want to attack this 2 million before I attack the 1 million from the Rockies, because us attacking that 2 million prevents it from attacking one of ours and getting lucky. A 1 million territory can't move, so it's not one that you necessarily would like to worry about. When we go attack the left, I will switch the camera over, but you're basically just going to rinse and repeat what we did on the right. I want to take this 6 million, or at least attempt to chunk it down as much as I can. We brought it down to 3 million. It might have been smarter, you might say, to go ahead and take as many territories with the larger amount we had, but sometimes you gotta take risks in life. Sometimes they pay off, sometimes they don't. In that case, they didn't pay off. We're gonna reinforce everything right here. We're going to move the 4 million. If the Rockies attack up here, then my screenshot is incorrect, right? But we're going to move everything else to this territory. We're going to attack, and we're going to see where the Rockies attack first, actually. So Padres attack us, Dodgers attack us, Giants attack us. They brought us down to 2 million, 3 million still. Rangers attack us. Diamondbacks attack us, bring us down to 2 mil. Okay, so Rockies do go to the blocker location. The Cubs are moving up, but that's fine, because we're going to be able to basically prevent the Cubs from going any further. And I'm going to go after their big territories, if possible, without cornering myself in, which doesn't look like it's going to be too possible. We're going to have 11 million versus 1 million. Then 9 million versus 4 million, which is not a great simulation. It went great for us though. 8 million versus 3, not a great simulation either. One excellent for us. And then this is where the blocker is supposed to be regardless. So we're happy, extremely happy. Now let me switch sides. So now skip to steal fans face, skip to reinforce. As always, make sure that you have 3 million. If we have 4 million in any location, we're just not even going to touch it. We're just going to leave it as is, and eventually it might drop down to 3, and it's something that we won't have to worry about regardless. But now it's time to go after the Seattle Mariners. These guys have a lot more fans on their side, and I'm not talking about the Seattle Mariners either. I'm talking about the Oakland Athletics, the Los Angeles Angels. So there are certain things that you're going to want to do in order to effectively capture as many territories as you can. And sometimes it's going to be skipping to steal fans phase, despite still having a good amount of fans to continue moving forward. Hopefully there is a scenario where I can show you guys it, but it's not certain, and it definitely can't be promised either. Like, for example, look at this. We have 6 million. If we attack this one, we'll be fine. No problem, that's another territory. But we can't attack this. Actually, we could attack this 5 million. But what that will allow us to do is because, or allow them to do, is because the 4 million is smaller than the 5 million, then the 5 million can basically just nuke us and then start taking back territories. Would you like to take the risk? A lot of people do. I decide to play it a little bit safe. It's going to allow them to reinforce a bit. I'm not really stressing it. I don't know where the Mariners are going to attack first, so that is just something we're going to have to see together, and then we'll readjust from there. We're just going to reinforce all the territories to this Angels leading territory, and then skip to the attack phase. And we want to go towards the side that has the 5 million. That's probably the most important thing for us to do. So let's watch. Padres keep us at 3. Angels attack the bottom. But that doesn't mean that that's where the blocker goes. Unfortunately, would have been nice. We have to go back down. Doesn't really matter. Okay, Mariners attack top left. So now we know that. So for the Mariners, the blocker is going to go to the top left. You might see the 5 million now attack our 1 million territory. They decided not to. Interesting. Wow. Our simulations against the Angels are not going great at all. Look, the 5 million attacked our 8 million no problem, just to defend their stronghold. And that, damn, they're pretty aggressive actually. But luckily for us, everything dropped down to similar levels to us. So, hey man, Dodgers almost took us out though. So we're gonna need to put them back at 3 mil. Diamondbacks, it's at 2 mil. Let's put them back at 3 mil as well. And then we are going to, we can make a circle around. Yeah, we can make a circle around and come back down towards the Angels. No problem actually. So let's skip to attack phase. We take that. If the Angels still would have attacked the bottom right or bottom left of theirs, then I would have been like, yeah, that's where the blocker starts. They attacked the top left, so maybe that's where the blocker goes. There is a way you can play it safe though, right? And the way to play it safe is to leave like 4 million fans or 5 million fans right in the middle. You'll see, actually. This is actually the best way to do it. Ignore everything else I might have said about placing a blocker. If you are able to middle the blocker, right? So the Giants, they dropped this down to 1. Put it back to 3. Diamondbacks, put it back to 3. Dodgers, put it back to 3. Then when it comes to the Angels, put like 5 million right in the middle. To the Royals, we're going to put 5 million here. And then we're going to go down. It might be better to go to the left than down, actually. So we're going to do that. We're going to go to the left. I ain't no chicken, but facing a 10 million territory is almost a guaranteed out. That's going to make everything take a little longer. So let's see where they attack now. Kansas City does go bottom left, so we were correct there. Angels does go top left. So the blocker for the Angels goes here. So you guys know we're going to be okay in regards to that. Gonna be able to take the White Sox. Now, if you made it this far into the video, you might be wondering to yourself, Blade, is there ever a point where I don't do all these simulations and I just go right after the stronghold and face it at whatever difficulty the stronghold is? Yeah, but that's gonna be Conquest Extreme, and Conquest Extreme is a different animal as opposed to this. Same strat, leave 5 in the middle. See where they attack, excuse me. Reinforce everything else to 3 mil. Everything's to 3 mil. We lost a couple. This is probably the most tedious part, reinforcing. Besides, of course, simulations. Keeping that 5 mil in between, as that is the new strat I have adapted this year after so many years of playing Conquest. You know, I finally came up with something that's smart to do. Okay, so White Sox go to the right. And the Indians, or excuse me, the Guardians seem to go bottom instead of top. So that is where we will move some fans. Probably not this turn, although. Yeah, it most likely is not happening this turn. Well, we'll leave 5 million there. Everything else is going to be reinforced. Hold on. Giants dropped us down to 2. Rangers dropped us down to 2. Mariners are still struggling against us. And then Rockies dropped us down to 1. Good thing we kept an eye out. And we didn't just reinforce everything else. So, we're going to reinforce this territory. Give everything to it. We're going to leave 4 million fans over at the Guardian spot. And with 43 million, it's easy. 43 million. Do I want to go after the 11? Like I said previously, man, it just depends on how simulations go. If simulations are going your way, then you do. We didn't get to see where the Guardians attacked, but if you have the 5 mil up there, it doesn't matter where they attack. You can just hopefully regain that territory if simulations go your way. Okay, now it's time for a big simulation. Well, we can't even go directly after them, even though I want to. I think we have to. Even though we aren't going to necessarily... Oh, hold on. Ooh, I'm happy. And the blocker is actually... We're going to end up where the blocker needs to be. So look at that. I didn't expect to have such a good simulation against 11 million, but sometimes life surprises you. And look at that. You're done. Well, you're not done with the map. You still gotta, you know, take over the strongholds. But basically, all you got left is to reinforce next to a stronghold and play all these out on rookie. Easy money. It is what it is. If you did end up enjoying today's content, hit that like button or subscribe button, notification bell. We stream daily on Twitch. Where's that link inside the description, as well as our other socials. Make sure you guys are following. Have a blessed day and night. Stay positive, stay safe, stay blessed. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace out. Rewards are up next. These are all the Cactus map hidden rewards. I am not blocking any hidden reward, just in case you're wondering. Shout out to Jesse DH10 on Twitter, Jesse D123 on YouTube. Make sure you guys go ahead and show some support. Go ahead and enjoy them packs on me.